Hey guys, it's Antonio. This is my first video after my meet. I'm just going over the training sheet, floor press max. I know it says box squat 2 inches below parallel, but I misread the sheet and did the conventional deadlifts, which is my lower body max for the next week. But then after that, I got decline dumbbell press, penalty rows, flat dumbbell press, incline, chest supported rows, and then we got flies and tricep extensions. So lots of volume. Reason why for all the volume, I'm going on a phase of bulking, intentionally bulking. I've been cutting for the past year, a little longer. I was cutting before the coronavirus lockdown, but not too serious of a cut. Like I was 205 pounds, 210, so it was like my goal weight was 200, so I was like half a pound a month sort of thing. But anyways, floor press. Okay, this is 280 here. I just did floor press a few weeks ago, only did 265. Yeah, I weigh 10 pounds more, but it's a 15-pound PR. So my theory is these plates may not be as heavy as advertised. That's what I think. So here's me doing decline. It's only a slight decline. You guys can't see, but the part of the bench by my feet is on a plate, maybe two plates. I don't remember. I think it's on a bumper plate. But yeah, 280 on that. And then we got the decline bench. Supposed to do sets of 10. I think it says reps in reserve. The reason why I'm programmed off reps in reserve in this is because, well, we don't max on the dumbbells, so I don't have a percentage. And I never sandbag my lifts. I never do that. I train to the correct intensity, so I can do that. Most beginners, they shouldn't do that. If they're being coached, the coach should just tell them the amount of reps, like straight up how much, with no margin of like plus or minus a rep. But anyways, Penley rows. I'm doing a plate. I'm doing 165 pounds. That's what I was doing for months. I went down to like 155 a little bit before my meet because I wasn't getting the speed I wanted on these. But now I'm back at 165. It felt really good. Um, the Penley rows. Okay, so I wanted to start increasing the weight on these. Now I do that without. I do my Penley rows without the belt, and I'm actually a lot tighter without the belt. I don't think this is a problem with belts. I just think it's I'm a little overweight, I'm fat, and it's a lever belt, so it kind of pinches my stomach there, and I don't get to go as tight as I need. So I can do more weight without the belt, which is what I do now. Hey, here's the flat dumbbell pressing. No barbell bench pressing, if you guys noticed. So flat. Okay, so I died out on these. I completely died out. I don't remember if these are 80 pounds or 75 pounds, but on the incline, on the decline dumbbells, I did at least 30 reps in that 3 sets. Like I did 11 on the first one, maybe 10 and 9. This, I forgot what I did. 8 to 10 reps on the first 2 sets, but on the third set, I got like 5 reps. I was done. So I lowered the weight. And then here's just me flexing in the mirror. I'm really full right now. The thing is, I competed at 208. My weight class allows up to 220. So I'm gonna be bulking up 12 pounds for my next meet, which is in November. I actually don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it due to like certain C word lockdown measures where I live in communist Canada. But yeah, okay, here I'm at a different gym because I didn't get to finish that workout. As you can see, this is not my regular gym, neither was the other clip. I just had to go to this gym here. I couldn't go to my regular gym. Honestly, it's just really far away, and I got in a car crash. So, I don't have a vehicle, so I went with my friend. He wanted to leave, so I left with him. But this is the next day. I'm finishing the other half of my workout. So that's the incline rows there, the incline dumbbell rows. I There's nothing necessarily wrong with that form, but I need to be higher up on the bench and at less of an incline. And then here's these tricep extensions. I'm not used to them, so this weight is way too light. I think I did something like 15 reps here, which is fine, but it's not what I'm going for. But anyways, I got injured. So you're gonna see in the next few clips. The next clip's gonna be me doing like the bent over um shoulder lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises, just for my medial delts. Um, the rear delts as well. But these with the low weight, I think I'm doing 15 or 20 pounds. I don't remember what low weight. I should be bent over a little more. I'm gonna be working on that. But I got injured. So what did I do? My coach told me to take about 5 days off before I worked out again for my meet because I had 2 max effort days. I had 4 max effort days back to back to back. 2 max effort days and then 2 days where I did max effort again, where I went up to my second attempt of what I would be doing in the meet. Then I had my meet. So I did, heavy lifting a lot. And then after this workout, the next day, I do my max effort lower. Okay, so the upper body didn't really affect me because I gained a lot of weight, right? Like I'm sitting at 215, 220 pounds in these clips. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, since I was already at the gym and I was only there for like 30, 45 minutes because I was just finishing a workout the previous day, I did some hanging leg raises. I'm trying to not get momentum. I'm not used to these. I do these off camera all the time. I don't want to say all the time. I do them like every month or two. Like I just do them randomly. But yeah, I had some time. I was already at the gym, so I did these. I took a days off of rest before I did this Emmy lower day, by the way. So haven't conventional deadlifted in a while. I have been doing lots of deficit speed pulls and deficit maxes. So I've done 2 deficit maxes since my last conventional deadlift. My last conventional deadlift was a 405 and I failed 430. Too big of a jump because at that time I squatted 420. But anyways, I conventional max or deficit conventional maxed 415 and then later 420 before my meet. So I know I can do a little more than 420. A lot of people, a lot of people agree you get like 5-10% more going from a deficit to a regular. So this looks like 405, but this is 425. You just can't see the 10-pound plates on the side. I didn't realize till after. I could have got a better angle, but a 425 new PR by 20 pounds and a 5-pound PR from the deficit. Here's 445. I'm going to show it twice because during this, I pull something in my lower back. Like I hear it pop, it snaps. My whole body, I just put the weight down. Like I didn't even get to the point where my back rounded. I let go of the bar. My whole body's in shock. Like I feel frozen all the way from like my left elbow, forearm, going down to my tricep, to my lats. It hurts. It took me 15 minutes to unload that weight on the rack there. So then I didn't go back to the gym for like a week. So, instead of taking 5 days off, I took 1 or 2 and had to take a week off. So, yeah. Anyway, speed work. Speed's been looking good. I'm trying to do not slow going down, but I'm not rushing it going down. Basically, what I'm yawning there. It's early in the morning. Basically, what I'm doing is trying to get the stretch reflex without bouncing it. When you're someone who's starting off with speed work, if you're not typically, already fast, it's okay to bounce it on the speed work as a learning tool, right? No, that's not what we want to do, but as a learning tool. So here's the pen lays. Because I injured my lower back, and this is pen lay rows, it does the lower back the most out of most of the row variations, right? Because you're doing it standing off the floor, it's not chest supported or anything. It can tweak your lower back. I didn't. It didn't tweak my lower back, but I was just. This is a mental reason why I went to 155 down from 165, right? I increased it the next week, so it's fine. But yeah, pen lay rows, getting my back bigger. So here you go, dumbbells again. Honestly, I don't remember if I did decline. I no, I did not do decline this week. I did flat because on my speed work days, I don't do the first pushing pressing variation that I do on my max effort upper days because I'm doing the speed work for volume. And about 1 or 2 reps in, my leg cramps and I have to put it out like that. So I'm actually not getting, it's like on my heel. So I'm not getting stability from there and my arch is ruined, but I still managed to get like 10 or 11 reps, at least 9. So I think I'm only doing 75 pounds here as well. I keep yawning. Wow. I keep doing 70. I did 75 pounds here. I didn't really push the weights at all today. I didn't like lower the weights by a certain percentage. I just like everything I normally do, I dropped by like 5 or 10 pounds. As I didn't work out for a week, I got injured. How did I recover from my injury? Well, it's important when you get acute pain. Acute pain means pain while in the moment, while you're doing it, right? Chronic pain is just pain all the time. Like my lower back was not hurting me after that first day I injured it, and just my day-to-day normal life. It was a little hard to sit down because I was tight. But I would have to use my hands to get up. But there wasn't pain like that. So the important thing is to keep it moving. Obviously, I didn't want to go to the gym right away, load my body, but I did do banded good mornings. By banded good mornings, I mean body weight good mornings where I'm standing in the band. That's it, no weight. And that brought blood to the area, and it honestly helped my lower back a lot. Lower back's my biggest weakness right now. You saw it in my meet with that third deadlift attempt, with the up and down of the bar at the lockout. So, anyways, here I think I'm doing 25 or 30 pounds now. Previous record I did 20 pounds. This is still a little too light, whatever weight this is. So, plans for my bulk. Okay, why am I bulking? I'm already clearly a little bit fat, and I've been putting all this effort into cutting. My lifts have been going up even while my cut. True, but unless you're using large amounts of steroids, you need to be constantly either bulking or cutting. Being at maintenance is not an option for someone who's not using a large amount of steroids. So, I mean, it's an option, but not if you care about getting the same. You can get the same results, but in like 5, 6 times the time, right? So, also I can get up to 220 pounds in my weight class. So for my competition, I'm bulking up to 225-ish. Do a not a water cut, but dry out a bit. Sort of like keto, 3, 4 days out, maybe a week out, so I can come in 220. Like don't drink water before my weigh-in, sort of thing, and be max weight because even if I only gain fat, stay the same strength level, which is not what I'm going to be doing, my bench will go up and my squat will go up. And my deadlift will probably go up a little bit as long as I don't get too fat. It messes up my leverages. So my total would go up definitely. But that's not what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm going to get stronger. Okay, at this point, it's been like 10 days since I've done any lower body training. And my last ME lower day, I only did the conventional deadlift, no hypertrophy work. So it's pretty much been 2 weeks since I've done like hypertrophy work on the lower body. My glutes were so tight going on this. Going down on this 12-inch box, my first few sets were so slow and I couldn't even touch the box. Like I had to dip down and try to touch it. But for the reasons of my lower back, being a little hurt, and a lot of my hypertrophy work in the following weeks is going to be onto my lower back. But I'm just doing safety squat bar for all my squatting variations. Have that be speed work maxes, only safety squat bar. Also, it keeps my shoulders out of a compromised position because squatting with a straight bar can be hard on the shoulders. I want to get my bench up. The provincial record in my federation is like 291, 292. So if I can get like a 295 gym lift bench, which is kind of doable. You guys saw my 275. Um, it was a good max. It was a good lift through right lights. I'm not, maybe could I got 280? Maybe, maybe not. But that 275 was good. And I have 12 pounds to gain from my weight class. So even if I just gain 12 pounds of fat, like I said, I think 12 pounds of fat would give me 12 pounds on my bench from 275.6 rounded to 276. 12 pounds. That's 288. So really close to the record. And that's without gaining any strength. And I think I can gain strength. And that's why I'm doing all the dumbbell work because I want to get my chest bigger. I know how to bench press. I don't need to practice the bench. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do bench press for my accessory work anymore until the meet. It just means for this small phase. RDLs, I haven't done these in a long time. Um, Using straps, by the way, this is 255 pounds. We wanted to focus on the RDLs. We're still doing good mornings. They're just later in the workout because you can RDL more than you can good morning. So you want to do the heavier work first. Um, yeah, I kind of round my upper back at the top. No pain is being created, but this is just not the position I want to be in. It's just indicative of a weak lower back, weak upper back, which we already know about me. A lot of that has to do with the rows. Honestly, my rows are going up now once I remove the belt. And it's a lever belt, right? It has like a fat thing in the middle, and I'm bent over, and my fat pinches it, especially with my bulk too. It's not good, but it's also uncomfortable. But yeah, lower back, I'm really working on that. It's my biggest weakness. Here's belt squat. Uh, I've always done good mornings as my first lower body exercise, other than the speed work, maxes, and sometimes I've done squat rep work like 3 times 5, 3 times 10, which I haven't done in months, by the way, and I'm not returning to. So and I've always done belt squats like near the end of it, definitely always after the good mornings. The reason why they're before is because I just did RDLs, and good morning's the same movement pattern, so I don't want to accumulate too much fatigue. I want to give my posterior chain a rest and my spine a rest while I just do these belt squats. Also, this can give me a little more for my quads, meaning having more energy. But yeah, now I don't do any direct quad work. I'm just doing prowler pushes, like pushing a sled, because my gym has a little grass area. But yeah, I do these wide stance. All my squatting is wide stance. People worry about left to right imbalances all the time. Doing wide stance, wide grip work, that fixes it all. That not I don't want to say fixes it all, but it gives you a less of a chance to get imbalances in your balance because you're standing wider, so you're gonna be more balanced. Even if you have like uneven hips or everything, your quads won't get you'll get pretty even distribution of your weight being lifted. Anyways, good mornings. I used to do power stance good mornings, very wide stance. Right now I'm still feet a little bit out of shoulder width length, but that's close for me. I squat wide stance, I sumo deadlift, I good morning power stance. So these for me are close stance good mornings. This is a closer stance and it's off of the slings. The slings is just there so I know when I hit depth. I still could go a little lower, but this is lower than I've usually been going. Um, and also, it's a little harder on the upper back off of the slings because it's at a dead stop. I do lose the stretch reflex in the posterior chain and my hamstrings and my glutes, but those aren't my weak points. My back is in my lifts at the moment today during the times of these clips, right? That doesn't mean I'm not going to go back to regular good mornings. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.